Hello my country people, how una dey? This is Maureen Gist Backup TV. I greet una according to una time depending on where you dey watch me from. Good morning, good afternoon and good evening my people. Yes, according to the title of this video, I say Kabiyesi, which is the Ooni of Ife, wait patiently for God to give him Naomi. Yes, and also una go say why. Yeah, before I go start to dey talk all those long story, how Kabiyesi take marry the first wife, she not born. Everybody know that story, not be story again. Na something wey be say, if you be say you dey come this channel, they come watch me, they always dey refer to all those kind of topic. But wetin me I want to talk now for this thing now be say, Kabiyesi say he waited patiently for God to give him a wife after him don lost. That is him, not be say that is him don get two failed marriage. The first wife, which is Bukola Bombata, and Queen Wura Ola Ebano Otiti. Yes, that's the second wife. When Queen Wura Ola left that palace, Kabiyesi has to wait patiently, according to him. My people not be saying I may talk, and I go read down, I go say, he say him wait patiently for God, for a ready to marry, where be say dey heaven, God when he dey heaven, to give am wife, and that wife na be Queen Naomi. So he say the day wey be say him introduce Queen Naomi for the whole world, both the social media, everybody to see am, Kabiyesi go for him verify Instagram page and Facebook page, go post. He say, I waited patiently upon the Almighty, the King of Kings. He eventually did it in his midst of many trials. When they say many trials, the trials no be kpai, no be my, no be beans, no be akara. When they say Kabiyesi get a lot of many trials, he can say, Lola Moronike Naomi, the greatest ascena you can apply on this highly reverend throne, with many rules and regulations in the midst of undiluted tradition, heritage, and culture, is the fear of God in you, which is the beginning of wisdom on the throne of Oduduwa. You are welcome. You are welcome home, my beautiful and adorable queen. This is what Kabiyesi come announce the day wey be say he announced Queen Naomi into the palace. And indeed, Naomi was is still a very beautiful and adorable queen, because as she did that palace, she not offend Kabiyesi for one day. She try her best. When they say woman try her best to make sure say he hold Kabiyesi, that is to make sure say he play her wifey duty and queenly duty perfectly well. So if Kabiyesi actually waited for God patiently, for God to give him a wife, and God can actually give him this wife, to tell you say it is highly divine. It is divine. Not be all those one when they be say they do. It is divine. If Kabiyesi marriage to Queen Naomi is not divine, that marriage for no bear fruit. Everybody can testify that, say Naomi came into that palace, born, he and him mama na so him mama they pray. That is one of the things where we say all those witches and wizards, when they inside that palace, they complain, say Queen Naomi and him mama, then go they speak in tongue for midnight, where everybody they sleep. They disturb the witches and wizards where we say that they fly for night. So the question now where we say we go ask now be saying, is this how to handle what he said God gave to him? Now so that they handle things, something where we say God give you. He saw the fear of God in her initially. So he can't allow the gift of God to sleep, come off for a hand. And now he's now pursuing the gift of man. which is all this the Mariam, Lola, them, all those one. How can you allow the gift of God to snip come out for your hand? Can't go they pursue the gift of man. When I not think say Una Kabiyesi is getting it wrong. Now, okay, now Queen Naomi left the palace. Fine, she announced for social media say she not do again. Now, the king break silence say him wife now for social media and see that one say that account say no be him wife na right am, which is Queen Naomi. Say they hacked the account. That was the address. He addressed the matter. He no come out come talk say okay, since Queen Naomi don't make up him mind say he no wan marry again, he don't free am. Okay, now are we going to say the Kabiyesi is jealous of not letting Naomi go, or is it that Kabiyesi mind still dey for him wife? Is it that he's distracted, or wetin we go call this one? Why they say so? Because some people don't bring this thing to my notice. Even then they talk am, they say Queen Naomi still dey bear Ogun say she has never moved on. Even the king never move on. Then why are you wasting the time of this precious queen? Young girl where she be. Why are you wasting the time of this precious queen? If Kabiyesi no say he no go, he no want Queen Naomi again, make he free am. Just as he free now Wuraola. Why I say make he free am be say because I dey hear now say then say allegedly say Queen Naomi cannot marry without, say if he go marry, they go collect Tadenikawo from him hand. Say because for Yoruba culture, Tadenikawo as a prince, another man no go fit take care of am. Another man no go grow under the roof of another man as a prince. And so una don start with this una tradition. For Naomi side now, una go start to the quote tradition. Okay, if Kabiyesi no say Naomi born prince, and the prince is so important that has to do with the tradition of Ile-Ife, why then will you allow the mother of your prince to be outside the palace and the prince and the so-called prince where be say you say he no go grow up in the roof of another man where be say Queen Naomi go marry? If I thought say Queen Naomi go even marry another person, if I thought say she no go back to the palace, why will you? Okay, now where be say Tadenika will dey with a mama for outside the palace when he dey for Queen Naomi house, that is for Queen Naomi mama house. She they grow up for there. They grow up for there now. Now make Naomi don't go marry. Is it that Queen Naomi don't go move on? Because now, okay, una so-called culture allow una Kabiyesi now they jump from one woman to another, from one woman to another. They gallivant. We even hear say allegedly say he dey for whether na Dubai with Mariam. They jollificate. That is what we hear. It has not been verified. We don't know whether it is true, but that is what we hear. Now, Kabiyesi go move on with in life. They do in own thing. Then Queen Naomi, as young as she is now, when I won't tell me say as Queen Naomi dey so, she's not attractive. She not dey attractive to the extent of man go come now say I want to marry Naomi, because only one pikin she don't born. So does it mean that Queen Naomi go come remain like this because of say they don't want make another man train prince, make Tadenikawo grow for the roof of another man? I don't understand. I'm not question I they ask because I know they understand the way when a tradition they be. Because tradition where we say it go the oppress woman, it go the elevate man, it go the oppress woman, not be better one. Now human being na woman being put those tradition in place, and na human being go see amend them. So now, why Ooni of Ife they delay this process of freeing Naomi? Now another set of people now they say Queen Naomi is not free yet. Say because she never performed the rites, which Ooni of Ife never really announced say he and Naomi they don't part their way. Everybody don't go their way. Say because Naomi, even before Queen Naomi married the Ooni of Ife, for that first wife, and then they call, for the second wife, and then they call Ura. When Wura left, when Wura with Ooni of Ife get kwanta, when their marriage break, Wura went to the palace to go and perform whatever rites wey be say perform, and Ooni of Ife make a public statement say, yeah, she's free to marry. Why e come reach Naomi own? Is it that the king is jealous? He doesn't want to see Queen Naomi in the hands of another man? And if you don't want to see Queen Naomi in the hands of another man, you dey change women like wrapper. You left the young woman. Me, I feel say this whole thing, it looks somehow. It looks somehow. When e reach Queen Naomi side, una go use tradition, develop everywhere, surround everywhere. Say tradition no allow am do this, tradition no allow am do that. Tradition no go allow Kabiyesi to go visit Tadenikawo. Tradition when e go allow Kabiyesi dey waka up and down, dey go get side chick, dey go Lagos, dey go visit Tinubu for im house. E no come that same tradition come forbid am say to go in, dey go see im son. Meanwhile, that na lie o. Kabiyesi don go see im son how many times, dem no dey count am. So if una look this whole thing very well, una go see element of jealousy on the side of the Ooni of Ife. He love, and when a man is jealous of his wife, that means a sign of love. Queen Naomi and Kabiyesi, they love themselves, but Kabiyesi, we don't know whether na him no know how to arrange things, make it dey in an orderly manner. They say am so. He turn palace to different ayabas. Okay now, all these different ayabas, no be say as dem dey the palace sef, he try im best to put sanity to the palace. Rather, they were just there choking up Naomi. They don't allow the woman to enjoy in home. Now so that they marry. So as for the traditional cleansing of a thing, Naomi is a child of God. I just believe that when the time come, when the time come, we will know. When the time come, God will take care of everything. He will make everything according to his plans and purpose. Because all these things now will be say they happen. Now, according to report, now we dey hear all sort of things. When they go on for that palace, which is not supposed to be so. Queen Naomi has been a godly woman. She had never one day insult anybody. But because of all those ayabas when in full palace, where we say then they envy the seat of Naomi, then they envy her. They make sure say they make the palace they hot. They give false information to bloggers. They pay bloggers and so many things where we say that they do. Then bloggers now will call the help, they spread both the one way be true and both the one way not be true. Now they say and so. So, but Queen Naomi, as when they say Queen Naomi, so she not send on now all those ayabas where we say, when they do like say tomorrow no day. At times, sometimes we women now we they make all these men now we they give them the power to they misbehave. Because there are things you should take as a woman, there are things you are not to take. Like the one that they call Lolana, where be saying Kabiyesi don't send packing just because of Miriam. Now Kabiyesi send and pack it. Maybe Kabiyesi don't see and say, according to the way that they talk, maybe Kabiyesi don't see and say this woman, because Kabiyesi na they talk, but when he won't do it own, he go do am, if you like talk go heaven, talk go as he don't send. Now they say so. Maybe as this Miriam don't come the palace, or maybe as Miriam they don't see say Kabiyesi don't serious with Miriam. Then don't start to they ferment all sort of travel, they do all sort of things. And maybe Kabiyesi don't see and say, This Lola, na she be all the wahala wey be say e dey dat palace. Now quick remove am so that im go get rest, so im go get peace. Now Kabiyesi want a peace of mind. Now make am pursue Lola, because Lola now dey feel slighted. Dey feel say wetin im wey be say im dey dis palace, Kabiyesi go carry Mariam come. Who be Mariam? Is it because Mariam get money? Is it because Mariam is rich? All those kind of things. Now the heat when they give Kabiyesi, now some people say pikin when he say im mama no go sleep, himself no go sleep. Woman to get one wife na wahala. Not to talk less of say you go get wife, then you go come gather concubine full everywhere. So the way be say then they talk this whole thing. Some people they say abi this Kabiyesi sef no be him God even assign that room. Because some people now they say na Bola Tinubu na install am, their own installation na politics, na they take drag on him pull for there. That is why things they be like this. Say if not king like Oba Elegushi, they marry wife, but all this thing here and there, you know, be like that. And somebody even came to my comment section say people they be Ooni, people they be Ooni. Now wetin the person talk I go find that comment man put her. Say people they be Ooni, they successful. They don't they give wahala. They just they do their thing. He reach Ojaja on. He turn into catastrophes. Now wetin the person write for my comment section. Say waiting. Say make he call in house to order. Say no be so. Other Ooni is the way we say that they come that palace. Don't be like that it be. Say so. People are not happy. Say he leave his wife and his son for outside the palace. Come carry Ayabas, all those non-charlatan, tabia they call them, uncircumcised Philistine, pack full palace. Come they do anyhow for the palace. Meanwhile, prince and queen, then they outside. It's very, very in an error. A lot of people say in an error, say, make the Ooni of Ife, make you sit down, make you think this whole thing. Make you check her, make you wear, make you balance her, make you see say the thing no jelly at all, no be so. They say no be so. So my people, in conclusion of this video, because don't they too long, Queen Naomi na young lady, young queen. Kabiyesi senior am by far. Kabiyesi reach to born Queen Naomi. Kabiyesi no play a role well as a father and husband to Naomi. Now, people now they talk say, if Kabiyesi no say he no want Queen Naomi again, make he free Queen Naomi traditionally, make he free am. Because some people they say Queen Naomi na prophetess, but tradition no hold am. She can just, as she don't go, can go and marry. But if una say tradition no hold am, una don't forget say this same Queen Naomi follow do tradition. That is, he do some traditional rites when she dey enter the palace. So leaving the palace, she's supposed to do the same traditional rites to clean her leg, everything come up for the palace. But no, the Ooni of Ife refuse. He no even divorce am, but rather they just separate. They just did their separate way. Here now they talk. Two of them they talk. They even talk with his son Tadenikawo, and they take care of his son. Queen Naomi, Ooni of Ife, they take care of his son because na his son. So they give Naomi for the money, everything for the son. He's really taking care of the boy. The boy is not lacking. Tadenikawo is growing into a young, beautiful, handsome bobo. So, and if they somehow say the pikin go come grow up, as they grow, he go come they familiarize in face with only Queen Naomi family. He go they see in papa once in a while. They go come tell and say in papa dey for palace. He get as he be. So, my people, how una see this whole thing? What are your thoughts? What do you think about this whole thing? You can leave your comments for comment section. No insult, no can't insult anybody. Leave your own opinion. Whatever you think about this whole thing, leave your opinion. I go dey bring una more gist, my people. Una have a nice day. Bye.